I was gonna miss out, huh? Not even now. See that button? Okay. I'm learning. I'm loining. The boy's loining. And it is a good one on that last slide. Thank you. Appreciate the feedback. I'm getting feedback in person, and this is awesome from a whole nother perspective. That feels good. Feels good to see it like that come back to you and let you know you're doing something right. So that's what we're doing. Trying to do it right. We're not trying to do anything other than that. Is be right about it. Get with it. Get with the program. Make the thing work. Make the thing right. Rewrite the wrongs. You know, some wrong things got done in life, but you gotta rewrite them. Redo them. Once, I go with a bonus in the beginning. Once wanted to retake my prom pictures with the woman I love. I'm like, man, I want to redo them. Let's dress like we're going to the prom. Baby, tonight, please, can we just dress up one night and go like we're going to the prom? And we take pictures and all that. She didn't want to do that. Yeah, but I'm like the romantic type. I'm like, man, let's redo them prom pictures. Cause you with some dude that you didn't want to go with. I'm with some chick I didn't want to go with. Or whatever. I don't know what it was. But at any rate, the theme of redoing your prom pictures. Woo! The theme, I thought that was like a, romantic move. You know what I'm saying? We take pictures, like wearing his and her shirts and jackets and shit. His and hers, and he mine, she yours, all of. Remember them t-shirts? Yeah. Matching t-shirt, matching outfits. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah. I just wanted to do the prom pictures over. Whoop. Nope. No romance over here. Not me, buddy. Not me. The party is live. So here we go. Get back in there. Back in there. The party is live. The boys in there. TV is an imagination. Came to life in the 5th hour in the Central Time Zone. ScrAp TV. We did it again. We're here. And I believe we're drinking, what was red? Fruit punch. I believe some Gatorade in there. Yes. Here we go. Be of service. I'm gonna call you, dog. I'm gonna give you a call. I'm gonna call you, dog. I'm gonna email you, dog. I still gotta mind my own thing. Just checking the email. Check the email. That's real. That's real talk. Check the email. Gotta check your email. It's personal. It's gonna be there for you when you open it up. It's gonna be there. You ain't gotta look for it. It's in that file. It's in that open file, the inbox. Unopened, unlooked at, unread, unseen. So yeah, I'll be talking about that today. Your digital secretary. Yes, sir. How would I put it down if I put the wheel as an expense? As an expense. The secretary has to do. She has to do a lot of work, right? She has to file things. She has to get things right. Um, she has to record things. So you gotta pay extra for that. That's another job right there, buddy. But your electric secretary, your digital secretary, what is that? Digital secretary is your call notes, your voicemail, your digital voicemail, where they talk to you and tell you, they talk all the talk mail. Yeah, you can hear it in the voice. Some they already did a long time ago when they had beepers. You could get a voice message come across on the beep, and it would be their voice or their message. Anyway. So yeah, your digital secretary. Now if you had a real secretary, versus the real secretary. Let's say you got a secretary, right? And she or he is taking down dictation and everything that you're saying, executing plans, making meetings, making moves, and they're in there doing it. And it's got to be done because you survive on that, right? That was your secretary then. So you have to win. Then, look at that on the side of you having a digital secretary, your voicemail, that you let fill up and you're not answering your voicemail. You're not answering phone calls. You're scan reading, you're call screening every call. You're looking at who's calling, but you're not answering. You're not answering the phone. Any odd number, you're not answering that phone. The voicemail is full. Nobody can else leave another message. For weeks, for months. It's like it's on purpose, right? It is on purpose. Has to be on purpose. That you want to return a call back. Or be have courtesy that tell somebody, hey, I don't even want to have no calls right now. Or I don't want to talk to you right now. Or hey, we have to talk later at a better time. Excuse me, I need this time to do certain things. So please refrain from calling me in the next 2 weeks. And then when I get off that 2 weeks, I'll be happy to talk to you. After those 2 weeks are done, and I'm going to start doing that with a couple of other people too. Just to let them know, hey man, I need this. I don't even know. I need concentration. I'm going to tell you what I need. I need concentration. DeSz'e is in deep concentration. And I'm doing what I'm supposed to do. And I need that time, that solace, that me time type thing. Let me vibe my vibe and feel my groove and record that. And then I get back to you. We go back to the rigmarole and running you down the street, going this way, meeting you at this party, meeting you at this meeting, going to this engagement. Oh, we got this to go to. All of a sudden, that kind of stuff. Oh, you need to babysit. Oh, you need to do this. There's too many things that could be done. And I'm with all of that. But I gotta have that time. Gotta have that time to myself. Appreciate y'all coming through. And sometimes I see like 30 people in there. I'm like, that's cool. But it's all good. Venting. And we're talking about the digital secretary. 5 o'clock p.m. Central Standard Time. Definitely ScrAp TV. I'm telling you, it's ScrAp TV right now. And I'm telling you different things you've never seen before in the ScrAp game. I'm telling you to wear your gloves. Always wear a fresh pair of gloves if you can. You can get the disposable ones, but they tear too easy. Always have an extra roll of toilet paper. In your car, you never know, you might need to blow your nose. Kleenex too. I go to Kleenex like it ain't nothing. Might need to blow your nose. Have some kind of safety food, but have it so it's set and it's not something like peanut butter, which can go bad, especially in the sun. In the sun, if this gets exposed to the sun and past its expiration date, you're talking about a bad mixture. You don't want to mess with no peanut butter in the heat. If it's been in the sun exposed, you got to be very careful with peanut butter. You always see peanut butter as the, I should put some sunscreen on today. I'll put some on now anyway. The sun is not playing right now. And I can't play with the sun. And I do got on short sleeve shirt today. Yes, yes. Short sleeve. My sunscreen on, probably a little too late. I was out there getting it in. Getting it in. Another truck came in. So hey, check this one out. This is like the law of attraction. Again, the video I'm going to show you next will be the Crown amp. A Crown amp. There's usually not much wrong with Crown amps. I've probably got 10 of them over time. I bought Crown amps, brand new, when Mars Music was around. I was able to do that. I was able to do that when Mars Music was around. And I wanted it for my studio. Well, I'm advertising like mother. I wanted it for my studio. But the amp was too loud. It was too freaking loud. It was way too loud. It was like, there's no way I was going to be able to concentrate in a home studio, a mid-sized pre-production studio, a full studio. The noise that amplifier made, I was happy I bought it like $400. It was a 2-channel, no, it was a QSC, it was not a Crown. It was a QSC. It was that RMX series. It was the, maybe the 950. Anyway, the fans on there, the motors of the fans, that was discouraging. Yeah, I had to take it back. I had to get a return. I probably spent like $800 to $900 that day at Mars Music and in Guitar Center, but mostly Mars, because they made deals and they matched the prices. And I would get sometimes a even better deal on it because it was like a floor model or something. So at any rate, or they had too many, or they ordered too many or something, or something got returned or something. So it's always that option. You can get something that you want without having to pay the full lift and not too far out in your pocket. Back in the day, there was an investment to do music. You had to spend that money to DJ parties. Now that amp was good for DJing a party because you would be outside. But still, what if I did a party on the inside? Like inside of a ballroom or something like at the Lowe's Anatole or the W Hotel, one of those banquet lobbies, or even a lobby, anything, a room. I couldn't hear myself think with those fans spinning a whole note constantly, monotone. And no, I couldn't do it. Couldn't do it, man. So yeah, just making sure I ain't saying nothing. I ain't saying nothing. Yeah, I need to see. So yeah. So indeed, your digital secretary, and how do you greet the people that you don't want to talk to nowadays? Let's just throw this scrap talk right now. That's really messed up. It's going off to another end. And we're in that society with the cancel society and the ghosting activities where you just, I'm out of there. I'm not answering no more emails or phone calls or texts from that person ever again on purpose without telling them the reason why you don't want to talk to them or do business with them or be friends with them. Even your own parents or siblings or cousins or whatever. You don't want to call them no more. They keep calling, but you're not answering the phone. Your voicemail is full. Tell me what's up, man. Tell me what's up, man. But you see who you want to see in life. I know how it goes. You see who you want to see in life. You do what you want to do in life. And you go do it. You go do what you want to do. And live in color. And you ain't got to say hi to your cousin across the street or your brother or your sister or your even your mama. You ain't got to go say nothing to her. Or your grandmama or your great-grandmama or your great auntie who's still alive. You ain't got to go say nothing to nobody nowadays. There's no moral hoop or background situation to keep you in lock with what's customers. We talk to each other. We visit each other. We check on each other. We say hi to each other. Yeah, and I got to practice that too. And I reach out. I even reach out to old girlfriends. And say, hey, I just want to say hi. You know what I'm saying? Bygones be bygones. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't my fault. It wasn't my fault. But I'm still a cool cat. If you need me, you know what I'll do. Holler at me. You know, I'm just calling to show my concern. And my voicemail is not full. It's not. Call notes, whatever it is. You don't even answer your call notes. But when your sister's at home, tied up on the phone, maybe I should dig a little deeper. Yeah. Trust. Trust. I need to find that. I know I got that on some. That's probably on tape. I don't think I got that on. I believe I'm. Yeah. I do think I have not recorded that song onto a CD. That was a MIDI song made on the Lisa's sequencer, and I could take that sequencer with me and hook it up to anybody's keyboard and get my sounds that I want with my sequences and record and trade out sounds. Most of the time, keeping it inside the sound cameras. If I had the sound cameras at the time, that was nice. The FBO1 from Yamaha was cool. I could tweak that. General MIDI boxes, tweak that. So yeah, with General MIDI, it's all about how you record it and how you EQ it on the board and bring out the fatness of it. So yeah, bass lines, all that. So yeah, once again, this is 5 p.m. Definitely talking to deSz'e on ScrAp TV. Let's see what we got here. I think we got the what's still here. Let's see if it'll hold up. I got my disc kind of organized. Discs that won't play because they have deteriorated parts of the CD. Might still play in a CD deck, a CD interface for a computer. CD interface for a computer that actually has slow speeds, like 4x and 2x. Those will retrieve a lot of data that you thought you couldn't get, slowing it down and letting it spin that slow, and it's reading those digital pieces. Since usually those particular players are SCSI based. And I do have a couple of USB ones, but I gotta find them. So, we're actually trying to get that going. Gotta have that going. Tic Tacs from a year ago. Still good? Still good. If they had this flavor when they first came out, this one's called Fruit Adventure. Fruit Adventure. You can't read it, but hey, I'm reading it to you. Fruit Adventure. We had that with some of these flavored things back then. I think the business would have been a little bit more lucrative for them if they tried different things. It's like it took some of these companies 20 to 30 years to even change the flavors of some of their stuff that they have. Even like beans. Now beans and jalapeno, right? Or beans and onion. Now I could have been and did that a long time ago. They wasn't listening to the people. It was more of a we make the product and you buy the product. It wasn't no real feedback to the industry then. That's what we got. What we got this one? That's what we got. Oh, it came up. Came up. Then it hit you. With a couple of bills. I did the bill and then it hit you. Hit you with the company chill. He got a bill. He got him a meal. Did he help her? Did he help anybody in the game? Did he help anybody change? Did he even change for himself, man? Did he do that? Yeah, he came on and tried to move that. Yeah, but y'all knew that. Guess that he can do that. Yeah. Trying to go to some Foot John's page. Buy that cartoon. Buy that cartoon. He's working with the cat too. If I can work with that cat, that'd be nice, man. I can work with anybody right now that's on a positive level. On positive tip. You know, we get this thing rocking and jumping. Cause yeah, I wanna make some good products, man. I've done stuff for cartoons and animated cartoons, soundtracks, theme songs to sitcoms and commercial songs as well. I didn't really like the commercial songs too much, but I did the commercial songs. But yeah, I was commissioned to do Moesha, the TV show. In its early stages, I was trying to fulfill my producer thing, but writing, you know, in that direction when I was working with so many groups, kind of took me in a different direction, and I was like, And then Homeboy ended up doing it. I think Rodney ended up doing it, and that he probably thought it was promised to him anyway. But yeah, that was conditioned me from the South, baby. I had connections with the dude, background singer for Babyface, and for a couple other things. That last name maybe with a K, Kirkland, something like that. Cool cat, background singer. LaVale, I think is who we used to. Either that's his name, or either the guy who did hair had a shop. His name was LaVale or something like that. That was the connection that I knew the guy that was doing hair shows all over the, the best hair show places, Chicago and all the different places. Blue Ellens was big back then, and hair things were big. Hair products, and hair shows, hair expos. It was all hair. It was, beauty shops, and guys were doing girls' hair, and man, it was big. It was a big thing at the time. Models was being born, and it was being seen. A lot of fashion shows. Man, it was a big time with the hair explosion. It had to be the latter part of the 80s and the early part of the 90s. Going into the 2000s, but it kind of slacked off going into the 2000s. I think it did. Of course, I did go to some, and I was hired to some in the 2000s and the aughts. I was able to do security or pass out flyers or exclusive backstage passes or after party passes. I would always land on those because I knew people in radio, TV, and concert promotion in all the studios. So, but that way I would know what was going down at any time, with promotions and stuff like that, and getting access to certain places. But nowadays, it's a different thing. I mean, I don't know how y'all gather that quick. And it's not publicized on my waves. They said so-and-so is coming to town. And there's a big billboard on the thing, but they got over 200,000 people showed up to this event. Well, who advertised this? So it's other mediums and ways to do business now. And I feel it. The game has changed, and I'm with that. But there's no reason to not answer your voicemail and return calls. That's your digital secretary. And that was a no-no back in the day once we just finally got voicemail and coming out of beepers and such. But no, you return that call. That's what that beeper meant. That beeper meant if you didn't call back, you didn't give a dang. And that's the correlation with the thing. I'm going to write that down. Like that. I think they never should have got rid of payphones. They should have even had the new, just transform them into analog and digital phones. So that line is always connected. And it has the digital thing, so you can do 2-3 people could use the phone at the same time off of one machine. And still they would have that monopoly going with that, but you would be able to use it in a sense. Beepers, right? And beepers meant you care or you don't. That's what beepers meant. Beepers was something else. And that was the first, I think that was the inner of the emojis. I'm going to put that. Beginner of emojis. The beeper, the pager. Is the pager. If we didn't have the pager, you wouldn't have the star 69, the 911, the 611, the 411. You probably wouldn't have had Mary J. Blige's 411 album if it wasn't for the beepers and pagers. So And you could do the smiley face when you hit the star, and it would go through all the emojis that was in there, the calculator emoji. So you can put the dot circle with the smile that I still do in everybody's chat. I still do that. You could do the thing I do with the slash, dot, slash, or slash, zero, slash, up or down. And the frown mark with the wavy thing. The one-eye winking emoji. Start of the emojis was that pager. You could read that and you knew what was going down, like 69. And it was some other one, the 304. 304 was born off the pages. Yes. So I'm coming down with that one, man. We actually manifesting the whole script here. I'm talking about your digital secretary on ScrAp TV. Why is your voicemail full and you're not answering the phone and you're not emptying your voicemail or returning calls from your voicemail? Your voicemail is overflowed. You're not that busy. You're not that important. But you're not returning phone calls. Even if I left a voice message, you're not even returning a phone call. It could be some money for you. It could be an opportunity. It could be something good for you. It could be something bad. It could be all kinds of things, right? So they don't even want to take a chance anymore. If it's a number they don't remember or reckon with, then we're not answering that one. Yeah, I've done it before, but I don't practice that one. I try to answer every phone call. Every phone call. If I'm alert and awake and I'm not out of my mind and need rest, I'll answer that phone call without looking to see who it is. Caller ID. Pagers. Circle that. Caller ID. Call notes. Voicemail. Email. We went over email earlier, and that's on me. I'm still not answering my email. That's a practice you got to do. You know how many emails man, you know how many emails some other people got? I got too many emails in my email, right? I had an email with my ex-wife too. There's so many emails in there, man. Oh, man. I used to be on with Free Cycle. That's how I got that, the digital audio recorder. That's how I found that. Somebody gave it away free with a whole bunch of mini discs, mini CD disc, micro disc, and a bunch of them, like a shoebox of them. And it was all like music from like the late 70s and the early 80s, rock and roll, and some other stuff. But it's like some stuff that was recorded from a very clean signal from a radio station. So I've got all that Pat Benatar and all that, The Foreigner and some Black Sabbath. I got a little bit of everything on these tapes. And going into the 80s, that later soft kind of rock, that middle of the road rock. A little bit of folk music is on there. There are country modes. And I've yet to go through all the tapes. It's that many tapes. And there was that many blank tapes too, so I didn't have to record overnight. So yeah, still going through that. That micro disc is probably the best thing I ever picked up that was free. And what I just got now, that Behringer Zenith, I'm trying to remember the name of it. But I'll show you the video after I'm off of this. Show you the video of this particular musical instrument of a mixer, clean, and it looks nice. It looks like a Mackie to me, and I'm still got to learn this 1402. 1402 VLZ Pro. Still learning that to even put a mic through that. We got the audio going for the computer though. So I have been going through a lot of files to see what I'm going to do. What songs I'm going to focus on. And this is a good thing. This is a good thing. So we are into the next level of the game. Having the mixer, I gotta learn the mixer. And I'm gonna study on this Xenophone. I should be able to go right in through here. I should be able to go right in through here and use that mixer straight, because that's a Behringer too. That's a Behringer audio interface that goes with that mixer. Using ASIO for all, and be able to have zero latency and use the computer with that mixer, and be able to have a clear signal coming in, a microphone on me, so I don't have to stress and try to project my voice and change my voice, all these different registers. But we will see how this goes. This might be the perfect thing, because it's on casters, and it's a flight case. I can get on an airplane with this one, baby. Put my rack top computer in there, a couple of outboard gear. So that's why I need. Now, yeah, I'm already bringing it in. I'm dialing it in, because I felt something was finna happen, and it happened. I felt something was finna happen, and it happened. Alright. It's gonna be alright. I'm gonna do what I say I'm gonna do. Steadfast. Not gonna rush today. Take my... Breathe in, breathe out. Smooth it out, baby. Suavecito. Take it easy, ScrAp. Slow down, baby. Calm down. Feels good. Feels good. Breathe. Chill out. It's okay, baby. The universe brought it to you. On casters. Is that like the water resistant, the waterproof shell, the turtle half shell case with the handles on the side to carry it sideways if you're not going to use the wheels or lift it onto something. This is nice, very nice. Not it could be a resale item, but I'm not. No, I need this for me, especially with my rig. So I got my rig in that and roll it in, and I got my other rig roll it in, maybe a keyboard or a guitar. Roll it in, set up, jam, my electric drum or triggers. Hold it up and do it, and have it ready so my group can interact with the audience and make the music and make some sibilance, some sound. Multiple people going in on making the product better and music sounding good, and some musical pedagogy, pedagogy. We're both kind of learning from each other, pushing this issue. And I can't wait to work with Ali on this next project. We're working with Ali, I don't know what it calls itself other than that is what I was introduced to him as. And I can't wait to do this. I'm ready. No, I'm ready to do this. I'm ready to roll with Ali talking about this cat here got such a good attitude. I ain't seen nobody have an attitude like that since me. I was that happy-go-lucky guy in the studio and promoting the studio. I always getting the studio booked and getting my residuals from that and running some of the sessions and teaching people how to do their own sessions and tutoring and all that, all on the engineering side of the game. But I'm feeling this one. I think this is gonna be all right. I want that X32 rack module. That's what I want next. I want that next. You know what? If that OS is still as slow as it always was, but it's in a rack, and I can just have that on at all times and have a battery on my in my flight case to just keep an ASR 10 rack mount to keep it on at all times with a super heat sink in it, keep it cool. That and an X32 rack, I'm good. And a monitor, I'm good. I can do my monitor with any monitor. So that and maybe an OPS. That's it. That's all I need. It's an X32 rack, an ASR 10 rack, a rack mount, a modular the sampler. I think I'll be good. I went Mirage, that's too far back. I just remember the load time and having to do all that page diving. But the sound they gave you, it was binary and it's the same. I don't know why nobody's picked it up yet. Nobody's picked it up. That it's a binary code and it does the same thing unless you change the parameters at which it records and adjust the things, I guess, on the Curtis filter or some of the other filters that's on there, the entryway. There's ways that you can freak it. There's ways that you can run effects with that loop and all that stuff and make it do modulation and all that stuff with and the dang near had effects if you mess with it the right way. But that was a lot of programming that you had to do, and you had to get into it to know what to do to it. But the way it recorded was the same thing every time. It's gonna be 1 0 1 0. You catch it either on the either on the 1 or you catch it on the 0. Is what you're gonna get the impact on a Mirage. I know what it is. I had it too long. But it's a beautiful thing, but it's basic. There's another program that you can make sounds. It is a CZ sound source, CZ synthesizer source that you can, it's a computer program. You can move the knobs and move the levels and make the sounds. Every time you render that sound, it's a pattern the way it goes. It's the way the Mirage sounds to me. It's like it always records either 1 hard or the 0 hard. And it mixes the two so beautifully that you're getting that 4-bit, 2-bit sound sometimes. You could decimate. But even with this programming, whatever sounds you made in this one computer program could be played in Fruity Loops. Fruity Loops 2, 3, and 4, 5, and 6, and 7, till they turned into FL Studio. They had a synthesizer in Fruity Loops. And I want to say it's not the Synth Live, it was It's probably the oldest synth that's in FL Studio history. But it picks up these files that you can make from this computer program. And the computer program really sounds like you did record this in a Mirage. And it can get rambunctious, it can blow speakers out, it can do all kind of things. The sounds, it's limited, but it's almost unlimited. The sound stuff that you can make out of this is very crunchy sounding, a very crunchy sounding synthesizer. But the files can be played it's not the FM synthesizer, but it's a synthesizer that's in the FL Studio. So, we bring it back to the top. This is ScrAp TV. Definitely talking about recycling, and we're talking about old music programs. We're talking about old media, pagers, caller ID, the first introduction of you to seeing an emoji, seeing 911, 611, 411, 0, emergency 304, 69, star 69, 67, 68, and all you want. You saw a bunch of 8008, which is boob. You got to see your smiley face, the two dots, and the paragraph phrase symbol, the first smiley face. So yeah, you got to see a lot of things coming with the caller ID and the pager. He was in between those two, and where you see a visual of codes that you can send each other, or say something without having to say it. So yeah, symbols. But then again, your secretary, that's the issue. What about, hey, all right, what's up, Nadine? What about your digital secretary? Is your voicemail cleared out? You need to clear out your voicemail. I need to clear out my voicemail. I need to tend that more. Call people back. Empty your voicemail. Change your voice message. Change your ringtone on your phone. A lot of people still have it. Everybody now has the same da-da-da-da-da. You know, if you in Metro or with some other company, they got that same, or you got a certain phone that's the same. Everybody's the same. So when a phone rings, everybody's like, is that me? Oh, man. So everybody's like looking for the ladder when the phone rings. You're like, oh, no, where's my phone? You might not even have your phone. Your phone might be in the car. And somebody's phone ringing, you looking for your phone. Because everybody has the same ringtone. Remember, everybody had a different ringtone at one time. Everybody had to have their own ringtone. Buying ringtone. Then you could make your own ringtone out of any MP3. And that whole business is gone. Now it's only. And I appreciate the likes. Thank you. Give me a like there. I appreciate that. Woo! Yeah, I'm going to log into, so I can see the chat over here. We're close to the edit now. Close to the edit, we'll be going into a bonus in a little bit. We'll be going into the bonus in just a little bit. Turn this on over here so I can see what's going on. Shake it out. Boy, Scotty Farrell. Howard Stern. So Russ Martin. Yep. Gotta give him his props, man. He held it down for me. Bless his soul, man. Wolfman Jack. Wolfman from KKDA. Roger B. Brown. Roger Boykins. K. Fully Love. Millie Jackson, Ernie Johnson, Bobby Patterson, Willis Johnson. Yeah, just to name a few. Just to name a few. Some series that was like more like the black news radio. That whole channel was legendary, man. It's the other side of K104. And K104 was on the other side. But that side was soul, R&B, jazz, gospel, talk, community news. It was, man, it kept you up on everything that was happening downtown, around town, in other towns, with other radio stations too. Man, it was a good moment for us urban folks. Radio. I wish I had a T-shirt on that. I got the K104 T-shirt. I don't. I haven't had a T-shirt for them or KHVN. Raw Lane, what up now? Woo! What up now, that boy? Melly Mel. What's up, man? Chief? I see you. I was just talking about Ali a while ago. So yeah, I'm willing, I'm ready to work with that cat, man, and get some things going on the music tip. I'm in bonus. I'm finna go into bonus right now. Just shooting the breeze as well, talking about a little bit of recycling when it comes to your memory. Your digital secretary not being attended to. Why is she not getting paid? Why are you not emptying your voicemail? Why is your voicemail full and you're not returning calls? And that kind of thing. I got people who are doing that on the regular. People who watch the caller ID to see who it is before they answer the phone. Oh, I'm not going to answer that. That's so-and-so. I'll catch up with them later. I'll call them back later. Or the ghosting epidemic. I'm not with the ghosting. And then we talk about how pagers made you responsible. Pagers made you have to return that call because there was payphones everywhere. You had to return that call and house phones. You had to return that call within a certain amount of time. Or you didn't give a dang, or you gave a dang. It was one or the other. And you're going to be scolded. However, you had accountability behind the pager. And you had to call that person back. So yeah, that's what we're talking about today. Is a caller ID, your first introduction to emojis. The pager, was that your first introduction to emojis? The old computer, the Apple, the Commodore 64, the VIC 16-bit, the Commodore 128, the Atari ST series, the TI 994A, especially if they put 911 up there. Yeah, when they put 911 after the number, when they page and they put 911 on there, you better call back within about 10 minutes. You got 10 minutes to find a cell phone. That should be a song or something. I remember they had some kind of music song in the club. You got 2 seconds to report to the dance floor. Dance, I said, all that stuff. So, but yeah, with a pager, you had accountability, came with that pager. You couldn't just have a pager and just not answer nobody. You had to answer somebody all the time. You gave them that number, you had to do it. You had to. Wasn't no ghosting back then. No, I just don't want to talk to you no more. That's when you really gonna get up. If they 911, 911, 911, 411, it's gonna be on your butt. You might come up missing. Allegedly. You might get hurt. Allegedly. You might be in going toward a divorce. Allegedly. You might be called out of your name, allegedly. So yeah, I have to put the allegedly song. Resume, baby. I resume. I resume. Resume, zoom, zoom. Boom, boom. Ice. Some ice. We're just drinking the rest of a Big Red or something. This is not tasty. Let's see what's going on. Let's see what the score is now. So I'll give you the last part in the synopsis. As this continues on, it picks up right in the middle about technology. Cool, you're bringing me back. Hey, call back on. Definitely talking about call ID, email, pagers, digital pagers. Your digital secretary, why is your voicemail full? Call. And if it's a strange number, you're not answering the phone. It could be your kinfolk, it could be your friends, it could be your lover, it could be your daddy, it could be your mama, it could be your sister, it could be your homie level friend. It could be any of these things. It could be an enemy. But you won't answer the phone or find out maybe that enemy wants to make up for the things he's done to you, things she's done to you. Maybe she has something to offer now. Things change. People change. Why ain't you answering the phone? Somebody could have, you might have won the sweepstakes. Who believes that, man? But hey, sometimes you could have won a sweepstakes, though. In life, you didn't answer the phone. It could have been that call that you needed. It could be that word of encouragement that you needed. It could be something that you need. And you passed it up by not answering the phone, not returning the phone call. Yeah, I got to do that real soon. And I got to be accountable for my actions. I have to try to make things work. And I have to be responsible. And I can't fall into what I was talking about 2 weeks ago. Two weeks ago when I said the no call, the follow-up, the no call, the I'll call you. I'm gonna call you. All right, good, I'm gonna call you. Oh, hey, girl, I'm gonna call you. All right, good, and I'm gonna call you. Hey, I'll call you tomorrow. What? You call this evening. You don't call. You don't get around to calling or making that initiative to call that particular person. Hey, LaShawn Success, we just came back on. We got reconnected. We had Royal Lane Studios in the house. Nadine Adams and somebody else was in there. So we had a lot of people come through. Boy, sometimes it'd be like 20-some people, but they teeter in and teeter out, and they keep coming in waves. And I guess people just flipping through their thing on their phone, because I do it. I do it all the time. Try to find something that's interesting or whatever to watch. Some people stay, some people go. But indeed, it's been a too. This one is about, I didn't make time. I tried to make time, but I was not positive on that one. Now, this one is about your digital secretary. Okay? Your digital secretary. Why is your voicemail full? Why aren't you calling back people who have called and left a message? Your voicemail is full. And it's on purpose. You're an important person in life. You're a business person. You got an office. You run a team. You got a team of people working for you. But your voicemail is full. That's your digital secretary. You would get on your secretary if your secretary was like the secretaries back in the old days. If your secretary was the secretary, the one that would sometimes get accused of you cheating on your wife with your secretary, those secretaries had to do work. And when they took a call, they took down the information and they held you accountable to those calls that came in on that business phone number. And you had to reconcile, you had to give feedback, you had to take that in account, or she wasn't going to get paid. She'd be fired, and there'd be another secretary in there taking your calls, taking all the guests that come through the foyer, all those different things. So burst of accountability was that secretary. She answered the phone calls. You didn't have a cell phone. You had the pager. And then we talk about the pager. How much that really made you accountable. And the call ID, where did you see the first emojis? Where did you see your first emoji at? And why wouldn't you recognize that the call ID gave you a chance to see somebody that you didn't want to talk to? Call ID, bill collectors or whatever it is, whoever you dodging, you're not done. We're 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 not done. Just throw your hands in the air. 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 Just throw your hands in. Throw your hands in the air. Just throw your hands in the air. Just throw your hands in the air. Just throw your hands in. Don't just stop there. It don't. Yeah. It don't just stop there. Yeah. It don't just stop. ScrAp TV, baby. We are definitely live. Appreciate you coming through. We went on with the digital secretary. Why is your voicemail full? Why are you not? Why are you screening calls? Oh, that's so-and-so calling. I ain't gonna answer it. I got a song to call that too, but I got when I go home, boy, he calling me. Yeah, I owe him like 400. But I ain't gonna answer the phone. I'm gonna act like I ain't hear him. I'll catch up with him tomorrow. That kind of stuff, right? So yeah, digital secretary. If it was a real secretary, you'd be on her about it, or him about their job performance, or telling you all the messages that came in and that held you accountable. So did the pager, held you accountable. The call ID is the first thing to start the ghost. All the ghosting and saying, I'm just not going to call that person no more, or answer their phone calls, or whatever, or without them even knowing that you're gone. So that particular thing. Okay, I see it. And I think call ID started that, where you can see who's calling. If you don't want to deal with it, you're not going to answer that phone call. So I think that's what started the ghosting. Is you would have to answer that. Whoever called on that phone, it was serious. Wasn't a lot of playing. Uh, only playing was like the party line or something. There was a bunch of people on the phone and they're all in one group and everybody can hear each other. Meet people and everything was like a digital cesspool. It was crazy, a digital dating service without being called a dating service. It was for a minute. It's like they did it on purpose. You know, pools of neighborhoods would just be all on the same. I think you would dial like something 4 or 5 pound, something silly like 2 6 pound, or just two and hold on for 3 seconds and hit another 2, and then you would be entered into this room. There would be a whole bunch of people in the party line talking and such. It was a jungle. No visuals, just in the jungle talking to a lot of different voices on the phone. And you could take it far, but as long as you had the gift of gab, you knew how to talk to people, would you be able to make it on the party line and meet some person that you wanted to meet, or be at some place or some party that somebody announced on the party line. Yeah, the party line was something else. But yeah, the pager was accountability at its finest. That pager go off, you better go run and get to a nearest payphone or anybody else's phone. Even if you had a cell phone, you better call back when they hit that pager. That's point blank. And email, when email came out, I was one of those guys to say, hit me on my email when I had email on my phone. If you really want to talk to me, you send me an email. I put that out there. And it was a scarecrow tactic because I don't want, what I wanted was good people talking to me. The bad people can just go anywhere else if they wanted to. And they did. As long as I put that forte up. Email me, cuz. Hey, you have a phone number? I got an email address. Here you go. DESZE at IMMAC.com. Hit me, monkey. Hit me, dog. Yeah, email. Get on my email list and we can talk even more. I'll show you more things that's going on. Stuff, the average eye. Vivid for the man, too vivid for the man, for the human eye. You have to put your magic glasses on to see this one, baby. So yeah, definitely in the bonus, we already counted down off camera 10, 9, 8, all the way to 0. And it counted from 100 to 0 with the phone crashes that happened. But indeed, I'm deSz'e. This is ScrAp TV. And we're doing it. It's 5 o'clock Central Standard Time. 5 o'clock in the evening like it is now. Central Standard Time. And we'll do it again in the morning. 5 o'clock in the morning. Central Standard Time. It doesn't change for me right now. But let's say I went to the Rockies. Or I went to Nashville. Or I went to Florida. Okay. Yeah, I'll broadcast at 5 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. I'll do that. It was still going to be 5 o'clock. 5 o'clock somewhere, and I made 5 o'clock a reality with this show, with this program, with this telecast, with this broadcast, with this podcast, with this live, with this session, with this interview. Hey, we did it. Put it in the books. And this is the bonus of the show. So you got to see me talk about your digital secretary. This is the wrap up. I do my own wrap up. D, I see you. She ain't even come on my channel yet. It's all good. I'm the one told you. I'm the one told you. And I ain't gonna trip. I ain't gonna talk on her. I don't say nothing crazy. But we talked about your digital secretary, your call notes. I got a song called Truth, and I need to find it. Trust. It's called Trust. And it's outdated now because we don't have call notes anymore. And beepers. Yeah, you don't even answer your beeper. Because if you didn't answer your beeper, that means you didn't care. You done. That's your ghosting attempt. You done talking to that person. Because if I have to call you or see you in person, that means something harsh is fixing to happen. Or harsh words are going to be spelled. And harsh spirits are going to be interacted with. And I'm like, nah. How come you didn't answer your beeper? I called you. They made songs about that. Yo, I called you. Why you didn't call me back? So yeah, I paged you and you didn't call back. You know you got a quarter or a dime in your pocket. I think the telephones were a dime to call. Anybody? 35 cents to call long distance. You only get like a minute. $2 would be like 5 minutes. It was weird, man. It was weird how they kept up with it. Enter 5 more coins. Clink, 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 clink. Wait a minute. Hey, man. Hey. You got an extra quarter? Come on, man. Come on. I need one extra quarter so I can call back. Keep the phone going on this long distance call. I appreciate it. Clink. Your call is resuming. We're resuming your live right now. So yeah, that was the old days. And yeah, old days had its quirks, but it made you accountable. But no ghosting. If you ghosted on that, it was serious. And that was a serious statement. That you don't give a dang about nobody. We'll call the police and try to find you if you didn't answer your cell phone. And you my daughter or my son, and you had some party or something, or you had some trip or retreat or festival or fairgrounds or anywhere you at, and you in my custody, even if you ain't my kid and I'm going with your mama, yeah, we're going to call the authorities and make sure that we got an APB looking for you because we want you to come home. We need you to come home and be safe. You said you'd be back at 9:35. It's 11:35. And I'm like, yeah. One on one got ice. Came back with some food. Anything to get this issue taken care of. It's all good. I'm on board. Bringing back some things. We was talking about the digital secretary. So I did my soliloquy. Did my comment of the wrap up. The wrap up of that. Now it's time for the bonus. We count it down from 10 to 0. Now we're on the bonus. So hey, I mean that's That's plain history and showing you what you are in your life. Is that first bonus was in a summary of everything that you are telling people that you don't want to talk to them by not answering the phone, by letting it go to voicemail. And what voicemail is meant for is your secretary. How well are you working with that secretary? Same as with email. I gotta check it more often because I'm not doing it like I used to. You remember when you first got email, you're like, somebody, did somebody say something to me? No. Email was special when it first came out. But it is discipline to keep opening it and knowing, or you got the little message on your phone or your device, on your watch or whatever. Glasses, whatever the heck you're using. I just wish they'd come back with pagers. Great idea, right? This is the bonus. Come back with pagers, right? A pager that can text, like the 2 ways, the 3-way pagers that they had. They were already ready to text, right? It's easy. You were able to get the sports scores and all that stuff on CNN and ESPN, right? If you can do all that, then and just give me an Android connection to the internet. I can use apps and stuff like that on the pager, and then give me a way that I can mirror that pager onto any screen that I want to, any device. I can mirror my device to another device and be able to retrieve my information or put other information on there. It's an MP3 player as well. It's a calculator. It does all the stuff that a phone does. And some kind of way you can make it ring if you want to use it as a phone. But it's a pager though. It's a pager that the numbers ring. You don't hear the ring. But the pager tells you, hey, got 3 calls today. And you set it up to where you can come back and say, hey, once I get past 4 calls, call me at this number. Tell me what those pages are about. And close them out or reply to them. Either I can do it right then or I can put the AI thing or whatever. Hey, sorry, I'll call you back later. Or whatever. Hey, I was tangled up today. I'll have to call you back tomorrow. Some kind of answer type thing. When you can manage this on your pager without having to touch the phone. You can even leave a voice message through the pager. It's all connected with that Google stuff, right? But it's a pager. It could be your business page. You can have multiple numbers sent to that one number. People can call and it dings and goes to another place where they're accepting whatever you're selling. Saying, hey, thanks for calling deSz'e products. How may I help you? Well, I want 12 deSz'e in green. I want them in green. Yeah, green and black. With black stripes. You know, like candy cane. That mint flavor. Like, okay. We can do that. And you can order it on the pager if you wanted to. And then it's on its way to your house. It's already approved, authorized on your cell account. Boom. You got to come to the house and check it out. You can do a video with it and all that stuff, and it just keeps going. So yeah, but a pager, I can do that same thing. But I don't want to be answering the phone all the time. That's one thing I do like about voice messaging. Is let me answer that phone when I'm ready to answer the phone. Don't force me to answer that. So with that, we got PSS, SS, Morse code. Yeah, we came back with another resume on the live. And we did, what, 3 today? So indeed, this is a busted live, but hey, it worked out for me. I hope it was good for you. Definitely would check back with me, and I will be back at 5 in the morning. This is ScrAp TV. I'm deSz'e, and we got a whole lot on the plate. We're just going to get it all off. We're going to feed it to the dogs if we have to, but we're going to get it all off the plate. Some of it's going to be ingested. Some of it is just food for thought. Some of it is food that don't need to be ingested at all. So we're going to keep it fresh, man. Definitely, thanks for checking in with me. As well, all the people that came through. Appreciate that. The order is in. And check it out. Holler at me if you know who I am. That's how we're going to do it. Yeah, ScrAp TV, man. This was in the books. We did it again, baby. I did it for an hour and some. And came back on that butt. Boop. Betty boop. Boop, boop, be-doo. Betty.